Hi, this is Riddick Big Daddy Bo, two-time former world heavyweight champion, and you're watching Cool True Sports.
True School Sports.
True School Sports.
There you go, champ. Thank you. When people say the name of Felix Verdejo, you know, as they continue to learn about who you are as a fighter and as a person, what do you want them to know Felix Verdejo for?
¿Cómo tú quieres que la gente te conozca? Cuando me digan Felix Verdejo, ¿cómo tú quieres que la gente te recuerde? Son como una persona humilde y sencilla que le dio gloria a un país. He's a humble kid that worked hard and gave glory to his country.
Algo bien claro en estos momentos. Sobre el caso de Verdejo y la mujer asesinada, tú que mandaste, te va a llegar tu hora. Y tú que hiciste el encargo, cabrón. Cuando lleguen a las 7:05 los dos, o los tres, o los cuatro, los que hayan sido, sabes que ya tú eres carne para las habichuelas.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now to my left, we have a man that really needs no introduction, for he's known the world over. It's the one, it's the only, it's Pops. And we coming to you guys to bring you a story that transcends boxing, but it involves a boxer. Felix Verdejo, he's the fall from grace continues, and I don't think you can get any lower than this. I don't think you can get any lower than this. Pops, what first of all, for those people out there that don't know, tell them the situation and then give them your thoughts on it.
Basically, first of all, my prayers go out to the lives that were lost in this tragedy right here.
I think her name was Keisha Ortiz or something like that.
Rodriguez. It's very sad what happened. My heart goes out to their family. Basically, what happened, Felix Verdejo, you guys know who he is. He's supposed to be the next coming boxing gem of Puerto Rico. The last couple of fights, his career's gone up and down. There's been a consistency in his boxing, and I was a big fan of his until he fucked up with this. To be honest with you, actually, he had a relationship besides being married or being with his first wife. He had a relationship with another girl on the side that his family was aware about and that his wife was aware about for like 11 years. So it was like buddies. And based on my experience, I'll tell you from my Puerto Rican experience, I see this all the time within my family.
Yeah, we've seen it. I've seen it in our family. Like I name no names, but yeah.
Nothing, but we see the same thing. Like you share, you cheat, you do whatever you want. I'm not saying that everybody in Puerto Rico does that, but this is like a culture.
It's a cultural thing, yeah.
Culture. I might be not trying to disrespect anybody, but I've seen it in my family. Not the tragedy to that point, but as far as being with a wife and having like outside relationship beyond that,
and they be aware of it too,
right? And it's like it's nothing. It's accepted. But in this case, back to what we're talking about, Felix Verdejo has been with having this side girl for like 11 years. His wife's been aware of it. The whole family, the whole island of Puerto Rico knows what's going on. And for some reason or another, Felix Verdejo and his accomplice, we're not going to say his name, his accomplice, decided to go ahead and basically brutally murder this young girl who had his baby in her womb. And how he did it was crazy. He literally, from what we're saying, the girl called the mom, the one that was murdered, rest in peace, called her mom and say, listen, I'm going to hang out, I'm going to go see Felix, I'm going to meet up with Felix Verdejo. Her mother said, you know, hey, be careful because he's already threatened you once in your life. I don't know what the argument was that the girl didn't want to put his last name on it or whatever the case may be. He
wanted her to abort the baby and terminate the pregnancy.
Right, and that's just crazy. How do you do that after you've been with this girl for 11 years and you established that? And anyways, in any case, so they meet up. The girl, I'm just gonna say, what's her first name? I forgot her first name.
Keisha or something like that.
I'm so angry. Anyways, I'm just upset because the one that got murdered, she actually met up with him. La Chia, the one he had on the side, the sidekick, met up with him and whoever the accomplice was, and they actually brought her into his car, as he was in the car.
Punched her.
He actually went and got some kind of syringe, and supposedly, according to the articles, syringes, and actually sedaced her, whatever cases he did, or whatever drugs or whatever he found in the streets. In Puerto Rico, it's very easy to do that. While doing that, they actually tied her up to go to, I guess, a well-known area where a lot of, in Puerto Rico, it's very prevalent for domestic violence anyway. A lot of women get murdered and get shot up and get killed, whether thrown in the woods, thrown in the river, whatever the case. In this case, he ended up tying her up
to a brick.
The bricks and everything, and throwing her in the river. And while she was following the river, him, Felix Verdejo, and an accomplice, actually went and shot at the water as she was going down.
I didn't that part.
Yeah, he actually was shooting at her as she was going down.
It's crazy.
So basically, whoever told him this thing, told him this idea, told him how to do this from the streets, didn't really plan it right. And I don't have remorse for none for Felix Verdejo. I hope he gets the worst. And I truly believe a life for a life. And you broke a code in the streets. You don't. That's one thing you never do. You never rape kids, or you never do what you just did for Felix Verdejo, and you're gonna fucking pay for it. And when you pay for it, I hope they fucking give you the worst of the worst.
I'm glad Nakatani beat his bitch ass.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's just been shocking because I almost feel, and this is before I even talked to my son, because I woke up 1 o'clock. I'm never aware of what's going on until like 10 days or 5 days afterwards. To be honest with you. And I woke up 1 o'clock and I ran into my son's room because I was a big fan of his, and I heard this and I was shocked. And it kind of reminded me of the same story with the New England Patriots tight end,
Aaron Hernandez.
That was also calm, demeanor and everything. And if you're gonna be that, if you have a heart to actually do that gruesome murder like you did, Felix Verdejo, I don't understand why you couldn't bring that anger and that frustration
in the ring.
And did it in the ring, and why you couldn't be man enough and take responsibility for yourself, for the newborn, and pay for it. One of the other greatest fighters that came out of Puerto Rico was Felix Trinidad. I was recently reading, somebody was saying that Felix Trinidad had the same, had an outside relationship on the outside, and he was man enough, and he just paid off for it. Had he done what he was supposed to do, he would still be alive today, and all these tragic things wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
It's a sad day for Puerto Rico, but not just for boxing, in life in general. I'm devastated by it. I can't believe this actually happened. This happened because I never in my wildest dream would have thought that the way Felix Verdejo carried himself in front of the TV, the cameras, that he personified himself like that. But they always say you can't judge a book by its cover, and you just don't know what's going on in people's mind.
You never know what's truly in a person's heart and a person's mind. So,
another thing I want to say, go to Cano Locos.
Cano Locos Sports.
Thank him a lot. He's from Puerto Rico. He made a big thing alive on it, and he could tell you more about the whole situation, just like I'm telling you right now. We're both from the island, but he's got more information on it. I'm just totally devastated. I'm sick to my stomach, and whatever Felix Verdejo gets, he fucking deserves. Whatever his accomplice deserves, I hope she or he or whoever the fuck was there gets the same thing, because at the end of the day, there was no reason for this to be done.
And honestly, like, you know, Verdejo has been, in his boxing career, criticized for not having heart, for folding when the going gets tough. And it's bad enough he didn't have no heart inside the ring, but now we're seeing that it goes all across his life. He didn't have no heart inside the ring, and he sure as shit don't have no heart outside the ring. So, you know, I hope listen, whatever happens to him, he brought it on himself. And I wish he would have kept that same energy when he was fighting Nakatani and Antonio Losada, but he couldn't do that. No, he had to go pick on a woman. He had to go pick on, you know, someone who can't defend themselves. So he's a punk, and you know, his fall from grace is ridiculous. I mean, I remember 6 years ago he was supposed to be the next Miguel Cotto and all this stuff, and he was prospect of the year, I think, in 2015 for Top Rank, and ever since the William Silva fight, his life and his boxing career has just been in a slow downward spiral, from having bad performances to going the distance with hairdressers to getting motorcycle accident,
like the whole focus,
the girl pregnant, and now this is like
and
the peak of it all.
That I was reading, or even in kind of locals sports, he was saying that when he had his first trainer, I forgot his name. His trainer said that that Felix Verdejo was not very disciplined.
Yep.
I don't think he was referring about inside the ring. I think he was referring outside the ring, and he didn't choose his company right, or whatever the case might have been, and it cost him a lot. I don't think it would have made a difference. I just think he just snapped. He listened to the wrong people, took the wrong advice, and believe for the rest of your life, when you meet somebody for 11 years and you had an outside relationship with that. I remember one time in my hometown, a pastor had 3 women in the same street.
For real?
Yeah, and they all accepted
It's
it.
in Massachusetts?
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
shit.
went to church, came out of church, and he went to his first wife. Okay, I'm going to go see the other one. And anyways, you shouldn't be doing that anyways. That's not what life's all about. With one relationship with one wife, and you won't have all these headaches. But
Men gotta stop thinking with their dicks.
yeah, and he brought it on himself, and like Cano Loco said, like it wouldn't have made a difference. He just didn't have to do what he did. And Cano's been through the rough of rough. He's street hood. He could tell you about that from Puerto Rico. I can tell you how it is. I haven't lived it as much as he has, but I know it's fucking crazy out there. And one thing that you don't do is either rape young kids or do what you just did to this young woman. Took her life for no reason, and he's gonna pay for it. It's not, like I said, it's not just about boxing. It's life in general.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that this motherfucker would do something like that? I don't know what more to say because there's not more for me to say. It's already been self-explanatory for itself.
Yeah.
I'm devastated about it. We don't know if we're going to whatever BT wants to do later on or live or whatever we're going to do. But for right now, he's no longer a fucking shining diamond. He's a motherfucking asshole, un cabrón, that he shouldn't be doing what he did. And he didn't man up like a man. I mean, you were man up to sticking in her. God bless her, no disrespect to her. When I'm saying it, that you should be man enough to do that.
To raise the kid.
So, don't know what to say no more because there's not more than me to say. Everything's already written in stone. He's gonna get his, and I want to do full justice for him and his accomplice, whoever the fuck it was. But I'm pretty sure it was his wife, the first wife that he's been living with, because she turned herself in. She went to the authorities recently and divorced him the first day and all this other shit. So there's a lot of things going on. But the bottom line is, it's a fucked up day in Puerto Rico. Thank you, Felix Verdejo. I hope you fucking go ahead and go to hell and burn in hell, you motherfucker.
Damn. I can't say no more than that, man. Pops pretty much echo what I thought.
I'm
Yeah.
usually smiling, but I cannot. This got me sick to my stomach.
I mean, yeah, man. It's horrible. It's horrible, you know. And I think it should be a good example to all you young fighters out there that you know, you gotta really keep your sexual desire in check because it'll take you to these places. It'll take you to somewhere you don't want to go, and you'll make decisions that you never thought you'd make.
And a lot of it is it's an ego thing. You got a beautiful record, or you got a beautiful appearance, people put persona, and now you don't want to balance. So you're gonna take somebody else's life, whatever the case may be. Keep your fucking dicks in your pocket. If you can't be responsible enough, I raised my son 17 years. I put my dick out there, but I raised him. I was man enough to man up for my son and do what I had to do. But it doesn't give me no reason to take somebody else's life, whether he was born or not born. It just doesn't. There's no need for that. So you boxers out there that just think it's fucking hunky dory going to fucking girls, and you young boxers out there, you better fucking discipline yourself in the ring and understand that there's more to life than just boxing, and understand that when you get yourself in situations and you don't have experience, that you don't get yourself in a corner where you can't handle something. There's somebody you can talk to, do something before you come off the fucking bank the way you did. Again, my prayers goes out to Rodriguez Ortiz, her family, her mom. They're all devastated. And again, fuck Verdejo.
That's it.